All right, now let's take a look at what we got going on right here, man. Uh, there is a long-standing understanding to me as a King player, at least, that the Mishimas kind of struggle against King, right? Not struggle, but King definitely does not have an issue fighting the Mishimas. He doesn't see the Mishimas and starts getting scared because he's got everything that he needs to fight the Mishimas, right? You know, he's got a right arm parry if he wants to parry this kind of stuff, right? He can punish everything, even something like that. He could punish it at the furthest distance. He just is, 12 frame punishment is pretty strong. He has the ability to pressure the Mishimas, and the Mishimas don't tend to have the best ways to get out of pressure situations other than doing an electric. And King kind of beats all of that stuff, right? You play King, he's got down forward 1, so he's got strong poke game. So he can kind of shut down just you wave dashing in his face all day. He's got down forward 2. This is pretty good. It'll beat out, this is 13 frames. So this is as fast as a perfect electric, at least from Kazuya. He's got his own wave dashing, so he can kind of cover the distance. Not really an issue. He has a good 14 frame down forward 1, only -1 on block. So if they try to play the jab game with him, he's got a lot of options. He can move around from this. From down forward 2 on counter hit, he gets a combo. So, that's always the issue for the Mishima players. King just got a lot of good stuff, right? He doesn't have the best high crushes, but he doesn't really need them, right? If he ducks, almost doesn't matter what distance he's from. He could be ducking from about right here, almost could punish him, right? That far away, he could punish him. You throw an electric out, he ducking it, he can kill you. He's got a push. The push also negates everything out of the wave dash. So really, he's pretty strong versus the Mishimas, right? They have to be just as conscientious of, what he's doing as he has to be of them, right? Now, here's some things that he has that are a little bit better than them, right? He's got a lot better range than most of the Mishimas. You see where that jab hit from? You see the jab going from that far away? Most of the Mishimas can't jab you from that far. Maybe Heihachi can, but I mean, that's a fairly far distance, that's a whole character away almost. It's almost like a damn Gigas jab. So, being able to keep the Mishimas out with jabs, that's +1 from way back here. That can be problematic for the Mishimas. That can be irritating for him. If I jab and he jabs back, he may not be able to reach me. Let's check it out. You see that? His jab does not reach. He won't be able to jab me back. So that's already an issue for a lot of the Mishimas, right? Stubby range. All right, we're going to do down forward 1. We're going to do Jaguar step backwards. And we're going to do Jaguar step 2 with the chop. We're going to do it immediately. So let's check it out. All right. So that should be fast as possible. Now, a lot of the times when people see down forward 1, they kind of freeze up or they want to immediately challenge, right? Well, let's look at some options if they immediately challenge. So let's check it out. All right, so we did 1-1, 1-2, couldn't block that. 1-2-4, couldn't even get it out. 1-2-1, 1-2-1, 1-2-2, couldn't beat that. Couldn't do that. Down back 4, beat that out. Down back 3, beat it out. Down forward 3-2. Like, you can't even finish the 1-1-2. Anything you try to finish with these jabs, it's gonna get slapped out. If you do the 1-2 and try to just hold back, you're gonna get slapped out. Try to do 1-1 and hold back, you're gonna get slapped out. anything you try to do. Right? So that should be hitting that, but there we go. Now you see what's happening there. Almost all of the moves that the Mishima players want to use, they're actually getting just tore out the frame. Right? Tore out the frame. Now what does Kazuya have that can beat this option? He's got down forward 4. That'll hit it. Down forward 2 beats it. It won't hit him, but it'll whiff and allow the move to whiff, and he can whiff punish. Down 4 does the same thing. Down 1 does the same thing, which is his low jab. An immediate electric will do the same thing, and forward 3 will actually hit him. So let's check it out. You want to try down forward 4. Down forward 4 hits him before he can get back, right? So that's pretty advantageous, right? Down forward 2, he misses, but I got enough time to punish that. If y'all want to see for sure that it's a punish. Now you ain't gonna get nothing super big. You can get a perfect electric if you do that. All right, so down forward 2 into down forward 2 immediately, that'll work. But you'll just have to be mashing the down forward 2 out. The second you second you see it happen, you're almost too late. All right, you see what happened there? I still was able to, basically it's punishing it because it is allowing me to do the electric, and then I get to punish you anyway for trying it. So I get to attempt to attack you, and then I get to hit you. You know, that's pretty much, you know, what most of these situations are going to be, except for down forward 4. Down forward 4 seems to be hitting the person as they go back, right? But then let's see what else he's got that will work pretty well in that same scenario. Forward 3, that hits. You do a low kick. You know, he can get while standing moves, right? That's a punish. So, you know, he got a low jab into the same thing. So these are the ways you would have to combat this as a Kazuya player, right? Now, what is the problem that we see here, right? Well, problem number 1 is you down forward 4. Well, King wins that trade, right? You do down forward 2. What? That shouldn't be working. There we go. I don't know how that's working, y'all, but for whatever reason, that's crushing that. It's whiff punishing it. It ain't even counter hitting it. Let me make sure I did this shit right. Well, that should be getting counter hit, but you know how they be making King hitbox. This junk so damn high. That's ridiculous. But that works in Kazuya's favor, right? He can kind of always check for the he could always check for the back spin. All right. What else does he have? Oh, he can't do down forward 1. We said forward 3 hit, right? Forward 3 will get hit. So he got down 4. He got down 1. These are basically his options. And he has a single jab, which will also beat the spin back. So really, if it comes down to that, King has a couple options, right? All of those things only work if you do it immediately. But the problem is King has this into this. And he can delay it for a long time. So if you start trying to swing, he's getting this into 5 extra frames of frame advantage, right? So now you're kind of like stuck there. You don't want to swing. But the second you hesitate, oh, then it becomes a problem. Let's check it out. Oh, I hesitated. I didn't hesitate. I hesitated. So now, because I hesitated, I'm getting hit by stuff that I wasn't getting hit by before, right? I don't have the ability to do my punishers because I'm going to get slapped up out the way. You know, if I fuck around and do something too late because I'm waiting, you know, I'm likely to just get hit. That's the reason that the dash electric, that deep electric gets hit, right? If I try to do down forward too because I'm waiting, I'm going to get clobbed right on my dome. All right, that was guaranteed. I couldn't block that. So if I don't do it early like that, and I wait and delay a little bit, that was guaranteed. So I'm delaying it and I'm getting punished. Right? If I do it immediately, I can punish him. But if I do it immediately or delay it, I run the risk of getting back one. What about you saying, okay, well, just do the down 4 then, right? Well, you can't just do the down 4. You know why? Because if you delay the down 4, you might run into the same problem. All right, that was a trade. I delayed. I delayed that time, got counter hit. Delayed that time, got counter hit. So really, like, of these exchanges, when I do win, you know, I win in not the most major way. Right? The only time I really win is if I make them whiff. Oh, that's me doing it immediately, right? If I make them do the major whiff and I hit them with the wild standing 2, right? That's like my best option. Maybe a low jab and the wild standing 2. But then even that is dependent on him doing the 2. So basically the whole time, King is really in the driver's seat with this scenario. So now you're going to want to have to play back here with King, right? But then you're giving King the offense. And you don't really want to give King the offense too much. Like, you want to make King not be able to feel comfortable to run up on you. Because King has the push. So if you try to do the electric, he can just push you out your electric. You try to do the hell sweep, push you out the hell sweep. You try to do really anything to try to use keep out, and King can just run up and push you out of this shit. So that's why King is very good versus Mishimas. This is just Kazuya. Let's take a look at Jin. We're going to try 2-1-4. We're going to try 1-2. We're going to try an immediate electric wind hook fist. We're going to try the electric wind uppercut. We're going to try down back 4, down 1, and back forward 2. You're going to see if any of these things work. All right, we couldn't 2-1-4. You can't even just do 2-1. You do 2-1, try to block, can't do it. 1-2, can't do it. 1-2-4, can't do it. 1-2-3, can't do it. We get 1, we can beat it. Back forward 2, can't do it. Forward 2, can't do it. Back forward 2-3, can't do it. Down forward 2. All right, we're safe. We're safe. Let's see if we can get us an uppercut out. Doing electric, can't do it. Immediate electric, slapping his ass up. Can't do it. Down 1, can't do it. Down back 4, can't do it. Down forward 1, 4 hits him, right? All right, and down forward 1 is safe. So down forward 1 looks like a pretty good option. Now, one thing that works in Jin's favor is standing 4. Standing 4 will work in his favor. So if he tries to do this, he does standing 4, he'll get a tailspin. All right, so king does have to watch out for that. You know, it's pretty consistent. Down forward 1-4, it'll beat out the second move, right? So that's pretty good. Works in his favor as well. He's got forward 4 that'll actually do damage. Got 2-4 that the second part will knock him out, right? He's got down forward 2 because it doesn't reach, right? He can hop kick. He's got up forward 2. You know that once again it'll cause a whiff. Then he can do what he want to do. He's got back 2-1, which will go for a float. He's got down back 2-2. He's got down 4. Right. So these are the moves that he has that work in his favor, right? And he's got down forward 4. That, you know, it's kind of even a little bit, but he can still kind of punish. So Jin has some options for the scenario. Now, what do you see immediately that's a problem with almost every one of these options? Right? Obviously, this right here. So that trades with king. And I would say Jin gets the better trade on that, right? So unlike most of the Mishimas, you know, Jin's Magic 4 actually reaches out. But that's only if he does it immediately, right? But what did we say before? We got down forward 1, delay 2 to keep you honest. So if you're not doing this shit immediate, if you're not mashing this jump, guess what's gonna happen? Not only are you gonna not get the we're gonna not mash, right? Not only are you gonna miss this because you're delaying it. You know, that's if you don't delay, right? Because you're delaying it, you're gonna miss your turn to get that, right? Oh, that means I did it super fast. All right, if you delay it, you're gonna get hit in the mouth with that. So you have to be mashing on them buttons. All right, remember we got down forward 1, same thing. But if I try to do down forward 1, if I delay it, I ain't gonna be able to get the second hit, right? You're gonna beat me out of it. It won't even work. If you do back 1, I get clapped. And if I delay back 1, I mean, if I delay the down forward 1, I just get beat clean out. Just like this. So all of these options just about are getting you cleaned. Try forward 4 against the back 1, gonna get cleaned, right? Try down forward 4 against the back 1, gonna get clean. Exactly. You try down back 2, gonna get clean. Let's try back 2-1. All right, so that works on there, even if we delay it. Oh, if you delay it, it does not work. If you try to delay it, you get hit with back 1 too. So you can't really delay it. So you got to be mashing against this shit. Now you got to hurry. As soon as he do down forward 1, you got to be doing your move already. Which means you about to be running into a lot of that goddamn down forward 1, delayed 2. Let's check out Devil Jin versus King. Right? Mind you, this is just one scenario, right? But I'm just getting you to think about what it's like when King has all this advantage in his, you know, in his repertoire, right? So we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna have King set up. Let me do a little faster. All right, let's set King up. Boom. Let's go ahead and set up our other stuff too. Back 1 and oh, they would make King shit hard to do. God damn. just supposed to press down, back, and down, forward. Shit. Here we go. All right. So, if you do the same thing, we're gonna try 1, 2, can't do nothing. 1, 2, 4, can't do it. 1, 2, 3, getting beat. 1, 1, can't do it. 1, 1, 2, get counter hit. Let's try down forward 2. Put him off. It moves his body too far forward, so he ends up getting punished. Unlike regular Gen. Regular Gen could try with the down forward 2, doesn't work. All right. He's got down back 2. Nope, he's jumping over the low move. Up forward 4, don't work. Get hit. Back forward 2. Don't work. Just do 1 back forward 2. Can't work. Try to finish it. Can't finish it. Let's see. Down 1. The armor move. Don't work. You know, down 3. Let's see what down 3 do. Nope. Don't work. How about up 4? Don't work. And it leaves him in the worst position. So really, Devil Jin actually super struggles against this jump. If there's anything that this Devil Jin wants to really try to do, the Devil Jin is probably going to be doing what the rest of the mission is going to do. Going to block down forward 1 and be afraid to do anything. So they're going to stand there. And then what's going to happen when they stand there? King going to run up on them and start mixing their ass up. So essentially, King is really very good versus these 3 Mishimas. Now the problem is when he run up on this boy Heihachi, things don't go his way. You know, Heihachi is a little bit more of a even fight, right? It might even be in Heihachi's favor a little bit. But here's the scenario, right? All right, so a single jab immediately will float. Something that didn't work with nobody else. 1, 1, tagging his ass up. But that is dependent on the range, right? Because now we can't get it to work. But we just got him slapped up out of this. We didn't change anything, right? So this is hit or miss. If you delay the jabs, guess what happens? You start hitting them. I know it seems like that's stupid, right? But if you pressing this shit immediately, you just getting clapped. I can't block. In fact, I don't know. It might just be range dependent, to tell you the truth. Because sometimes he can jab you out of it. Maybe if you do forward 1, 1. No, I don't know. I don't know why it jabs sometimes, and sometimes it don't jab him out. I've yet to figure that out. But just know that that is a possibility. That could happen to you. Right? So because that's a possibility, you know, I would say King probably seems to be winning this trade more often than not. Like, if I'm waiting on this, that's just not going to work out for me. Especially if you do it from a super far distance. So up close, maybe. I don't even know where he can jab you out. It seems like this junkie is just choosing when it want to hit. Like a funny hitbox or something. Maybe to the side. I don't know. But we're going to go ahead and rule out 1, 1. 1, 1 getting clean, just like everybody else 1, 1. 1, 2, definitely going to get cleaned. If 1, 1 ain't hitting, 1, 2 ain't hitting. Now, what is creating the 1, 2 hit box? I don't know. I can't give you the answer to that. Maybe there's a very special situation where you could jab and it will hit him. But as you can see, he's pretty much running into the same problem that Kazuya them had. If you try it, you're just gonna get clean. Or possibly I'm just not doing it fast enough. I don't know. I'm mashing this shit out. All right, that hit him. That didn't hit him. Maybe somebody can come back with their homework and figure this shit out. But in any event, you see the Jaguar step is basically beating all these jab options. Like, no, really, it really don't matter if the first jab don't hit. Every situation is gonna get him toe up. Just the 1-2 will get him toe up. 1-1 gonna get him toe up if he don't float you. So 1-2-2 gonna get you slapped. 1-2-4, if he don't hit you, is gonna get you slapped up. So really, I don't know. That's kind of a gamble. I don't know what's up with that. That seems like it's not a consistent thing. Maybe there's some, you could look at the hit boxes and maybe they'll tell you when that works and when that don't work. But for all intents and purposes, it seemed like it's gonna work out in your benefit if you're doing the shit, and especially if this stays consistent on Tekken. Well, shit, Heihachi ain't even on Tekken 8, but this thing that I'm showing you has been consistent in all the other Tekkens that I played since King had spin back. You know, I think that was Tekken 6 he got the spin back, but ever since King got the spin back, he's been able to do this to the Mishimas, right? And this is just one tool. Now, here's another thing that seems to work in Heihachi's favor that the other Mishimas don't really have, right? Down 4 at 1, right? Down 4 at 1-1. That junk almost always gonna catch this shit. Like, almost always. So, you know, I guess with a distance, if King does it at distance, he can get out of there. But up close, that's gonna get comboed, right? No, we got to mash that out for it to work, right? What happens if we mash it out, though? Oh, that working King favor. So if we delay it, right? We definitely gonna get clean if we delay it, right? And if we delay it, it's not gonna work on this. Now it don't matter if I'm in your face, because you waiting too long. I had to do that junk immediately. See, you can tell I'm doing it immediately because I'm trading. If I wait, look what happens to me. Clap. As we saw, if you can delay this so long that you could possibly get somebody to run into that right there, that down forward too, while they wait, right? So, you know, that kind of still makes it very difficult for these Mishima players. So that's why, in my opinion, King really has never really had a hard time fighting the Mishimas, right? Now, you know, once the Mishimas get rolling, it's just like fighting anybody else. They get rolling, they get rolling. But because of this, you know, because King has to push, because King's got back one, because he's got this that punishes at a far range. So if you throwing electrics out, he probably gonna pin the tail on a donkey, no problem. You know, he's got this that crushes the highs. So if you think you're gonna do an electric, he's just gonna go up underneath that thing. This gonna beat the hell sweep, gonna beat the electric. You know, Heihachi has 4 too, so that'll go up underneath a lot of these moves. It'll go up underneath this, obviously. It might even go up under the down forward too from time to time, which also is going to beat the electric, also going to beat the hell sweep. Really, it's going to beat anything that they have out of crouch dash. Like, King is just well equipped for fighting against Mishimas, always. And of course, right arm counter. If they start using strings or using moves that are safe with the right arm, he just countered that jump. So that's my take on that. I hope y'all learned something, man. I'm gonna probably let y'all come back to it. I'll probably chop this up, put it on YouTube. for all y'all out there in YouTube, you know, I'll do an outro later. Okay, fuck that junk. All right, YouTube people, how that boy Main Man be doing it? All right, YouTube. Today, I appreciate you coming out here and kicking it with me. Your main man, I'm main man him. All right, main man him. Appreciate you. Come back and enjoy many more by hitting the like, the subscribe, and the notifications. And then you can come back and check out many more of the videos. All right, now we did all that. Now it's time to go over here and get on this Tekken 6. All right. Any questions about this shit that I just showed y'all today? You know, if y'all are King players and y'all are having issues with Mishimas, like this is just one tool that's gonna make it easier for you. But you know, there's a lot of stuff that King does that he just really don't have a lot of problems with Mishimas like that. Like if somebody beating you in a Mishima, they probably just are outskilling you at the moment.